I'm now going to ask you. This is the last segment, which is the rapid fire segment.
Okay.
And given that you've been going around saying that you want to be the next prime minister, you, of course, now I'm not going to say imagine you're a politician. I'm going to say think like a politician. So the first question I want to ask you is that what advice would you give your political rival? Keep your friends close, or butt your enemies closer, or don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
What's your go-to political strategy? Charm the masses or keep them guessing?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
If your political career was a movie, would it be a thriller, comedy, or drama, and why?
Combination of all three. I was a comedian.
I thought you were going to say Trudeau.
I was a comedian before I was a political analyst.
Yeah.
So no, it would. You'd laugh, you'd cry, you'd do all this. It's the triumph of tragedy of Canada. I would aim for a mixture of all three.
Which politician would you invite to your dream dinner party, and what's that one burning question you would ask them? It could be living or dead. It could be anybody.
Living or dead? Oh, dream politician. That's a good question. I mean, I love Stephen Harper as a Canadian. I think he was, especially in a lifetime. But the Canadian history nerd in me would pick Robert Borden, Canadian Prime Minister during the First World War. So, the real founding of Canada as a country, like the transition of the British Empire into the Commonwealth, in dealing with the French. 1917, Canadian First World War, it's like a personal fascination of mine. Very cool. Like this, the amount of girlfriends you get in high school talking about World War I history. I mean, love it. But yeah, I would ask Robert Borden about wartime Canada and all the changes that happened there.
Okay. You're in charge for a day. Let's say you actually become the Prime Minister. What's the first law you would pass, and what's the first policy you would ditch?
Muslim Brotherhood would be a terrorist organization. Hezbollah Tahrir would be a terrorist organization. Jamaat-e-Islami would be a terrorist organization. I would put Khalistanis back with it. I would just all the actual quasi-terrorist organizations that are like, they just this. Muslim Brotherhood is a terrorist organization, and all the sort of things. Shut down the money laundering through them, and all that, and try and culturally restabilize Canada, because more than we need an economy, we need a country. And
and I would say you would need a national identity as well.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes. I would reinstate that. More. Well, we have the national anthem in school, but I would be a Canadian nationalist, and I wouldn't be scared off from the term nationalist, because I think Canada is a good country built on good principles with good people, and forming a national identity around that is a good thing.
All right, we end this here. Daniel Bordman, thank you so much for being a part of Spot On. And it was a fascinating conversation, and hope to carry on this after the elections. Let's see who actually makes it.
Thank you. And when I'm Prime Minister of Canada, I will be happy to return here, and I will be wearing a big fancy hat.
And you won't be interfering.
I won't.
There
be
won't be foreign interference.
It will be domestic. It won't be foreign. No, because I get to declare what's foreign interference or not. But I will be wearing a big fancy hat.
All right, we end it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.